Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. Another Congress leader has now dumped the party. It's not one who would be called young and ambitious and therefore having left because the party doesn't recognize talent. It's someone who has been a state chief minister and minister in multiple cabinets on other occasions. We're talking about none other than former Maharashtra Chief Minister Ashok Chavan, a true blue congressman with an association starting from his father with his party. He has called it quits, and while he's not confirmed it yet, he could join the BJP soon. With that emerges the prospect that Congress in the state could go the Sena or the NCP way, where it could get split or broken. Talent drain is one thing, not being able to keep its house together is another. The Mahavikas Aghadi alliance between Congress, the Sena, UBT and NCP Sharad Pawar is also on rocks over seat sharing. Could Congress end up compromising so much that its own leaders become disgruntled and leave? While the BJP, Shinde Sena and Ajit Pawar alliance may also have its own issues, currently they seem to be doing better, holding on better than their opponents. And it's really anyone's guess what happens in the state by the time central and state elections come calling. Is the MVA crumbling in Maharashtra? We take that question to our guests in just a bit, but first up, Ashok Chavan was tight-lipped today about the reasons why he's leaving the Congress. All he said that he worked honestly for the party for as long as he was there, and now he feels it's time for him to move on. But many analysts believe that the party should have seen this coming, and here is why. Number one, Ashok Chavan was miffed and has been miffed at quote-unquote outsider, someone like Nana Patole being promoted above him. Complaints against Patole or his working have gone unheard so far. He was also upset over his Rajya Sabha nomination being denied. And finally, despite being more experienced, he got a PWD ministry in the Aghadi government till they were in power, something he was miffed about. It's not really considered one of the top plum portfolios. Now, Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has suggested that this is just a trailer, picture abhi baki hai. He says just wait and watch. So are more leaders likely to dump the Congress party? Now, this is something that is being speculated about widely. I want to break down exactly what we know at this stage. Now, MLC Amarnath Rajurkar is also someone who has tendered his resignation along with Ashok Chavan today. And there is a speculation that more Congress MLAs could also quit the party. Interestingly, BJP's Amit Shah is expected to be in the state on February 15, and it is expected or currently speculated the likes of Ashok Chavan and as many as 10 other leaders from the Congress party could join the BJP then. So what happens to the Congress in the state is therefore a pertinent question. Now, many have questioned how Congress is handling its affairs for quite a while now. But more recently, there's been a criticism that even as the party should have been engaging with allies and party leaders who seem to be upset are saying so in public, Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party are more interested or preoccupied by the Yatra currently. And the Yatra has met with one setback after another since its start. Let me chart out what has happened. On the very first day as this Yatra was to begin from Manipur and go towards Assam, you had Milind Deora, another big face of the Congress party, quitting. And then, of course, since then, he has joined the rival Sena, Shinde Sena group. The next setback came as Congress would have hoped that when it enters West Bengal, it will make some strong waves. But even as it was planning to do so, Mamata Banerjee, the chief minister there, very publicly and unilaterally pulled the rug on the alliance in the state at least. And on the same day, even Aam Aadmi Party snubbed the Congress in Punjab, and it became clear there wouldn't be any seat sharing between the two. Then a state where Congress was a stakeholder in the government, even as Rahul Gandhi was coming close to entering Bihar, Nitish Kumar dumped the alliance whole and jumped ship to the NDA again. Today he has successfully passed the trust vote. 10 days later, as the Yatra was nearing UP, the centre announced the Bharat Ratna for Chaudhry Charan Singh, and RLD chief Jayant Chaudhary was very clear that now there is no stopping his Ghar Vapsi in the NDA. He made it very clear that there is, he can't say no to the NDA anymore. Yesterday, the Aam Aadmi Party has drawn the line in Delhi as well for the Congress. After Punjab, Arvind Kejriwal hinted that there will not be any seat sharing, or at least they will not concede any seats as far as Delhi is concerned. This is even as the yatra is currently halted in Uttar Pradesh. And as I mentioned, Ashok Chavan today has now called it quits. He's ending his association with the Congress after Milind Deora and Baba Siddique from the state have done so. As that happened, Rahul Gandhi is in Uttar Pradesh, a state which is also seeing some unease over seat sharing. And let me also mention that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress have decided to cut short their UP stint, UP leg. They would be skipping Western UP completely. And while the party's official line may be that this is because of exams that are coming, let's not forget that this is happening even as the RLD is rejoining the NDA, something that has been confirmed just today by Jayant Chaudhary. The question we asked today is this: if we were to take a cue from Maharashtra alone, even as Ashok Chavan dumps the Congress party, could it be said that the MVA, the alliance itself, is crumbling? We'll take that to our guests next.
मैंने आज कांग्रेस वर्किंग कमेटी, कांग्रेस की प्राइमरी मेंबरशिप और हमारे जो लेजिस्लेचर पार्टी है उसका भी इस्तीफा मैंने आज पार्टी को सुपुर्द किया है.
What went wrong? Who was he upset about? We don't know. He'll himself tell you what happened.
कौन कौन हमारे संपर्क में है इसका खुलासा धीरे धीरे आपको होगा. तो मेरा आपको इतना ही कहना है, आगे आगे देखिए होता है क्या.
First up, Congress's former CLP leader in Maharashtra, former minister and former president, Balasaheb Thorat is now joining me live. I do appreciate your time, Mr. Thorat. ऐसा क्यों है कि महाराष्ट्र कांग्रेस को ये आता हुआ दिखा नहीं? क्या आपको पता था कि आपके इतने बड़े लीडर अशोक चव्हाण छोड़ के जाने वाले हैं? ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपकी यूनिट को कोई खबर ही नहीं थी.
अशोक राव जी का ये डिसीजन तो अचानक हुआ है. रूमर चल रही थी तो हमें सच नहीं लगती थी. कल तक हमारे साथ थे, हमारे साथ डिस्कशन किया. पार्लियामेंट के जो स्ट्रैटेजी बनाने वाली कमेटी थी हमारी, उसमें भी वो थे और हमने आज बैठने के लिए भी उनके साथ हमने तय किया था. तो अचानक उनका ये डिसीजन आ गया.
बट सवाल तो अब ये बनता है ना थोराट जी कि पहले मिलिंद देओरा छोड़ के चले जाते हैं, अब अशोक चव्हाण आपको आप कह रहे हैं कि रूमर्स तो चल ही रहे थे, दोनों नाराज थे, तो कांग्रेस अपने लीडर्स को खुश क्यों नहीं रख पा रही है?
नहीं, अभी देखो ये बीजेपी ऐसा तो काम पूरा देश में कर रही है, माने और स्टेट में भी आप देखेंगे तो यही उनकी राजनीति रही है. वो ऑपरेशन लोटस बोलते हैं या कुछ बोलते हैं और ऐसा एक काम करते, कहाँ ईडी का ये करते, कहाँ आईटी का करते, कहाँ पुलिस का करते. ये तो उनकी राजनीति का तरीका हो गया है. तो महाराष्ट्र में होना ये तो देखा हुआ कि उन्होंने महाराष्ट्र स्टेट के गवर्नमेंट बनाया, उस टाइम भी ऐसा ही कुछ किया है. उन्होंने शिवसेना तोड़ी, बाद में राष्ट्रवादी तोड़ी, अभी कांग्रेस को पर ये टाइम आ गया है.
तो यही स्पेकुलेशन अब हो रहा है कि जिस तरह से कांग्रेस, जिस तरह से एनसीपी और सेना टूटी है, क्या कांग्रेस भी अब टूटेगी महाराष्ट्र में?
नहीं, कांग्रेस के एमएलए जाएंगे ऐसे मुझे तो लगता नहीं. मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों के साथ संपर्क भी किया है, वो सब ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम मुझे लगता नहीं है. और कांग्रेस ने ऐसे टाइम तो बहुत बार देखे हैं ना. इंदिरा जी के टाइम में देखे हैं, 1999 में देखे हैं, 19 में भी ऐसी स्थिति थी, हमारे अपोजिशन लीडर चले गए थे, फिर भी हमारा नंबर आगे गया. ऐसा तो कांग्रेस ने देखा है, या ये पहले भी. हम आगे जाएंगे, पूरी जोर से काम करेंगे और जीत जाएंगे.
बट स्वराज जी, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ, ये आइसोलेशन में सिर्फ महाराष्ट्र की बात नहीं है, कांग्रेस हर स्टेट में उनके लिए चैलेंजेस हैं और कुछ स्टेट्स में तो एलाइज भी खुश नहीं है, खुद के लीडर्स छोड़ के जा रहे हैं, तो क्या आप मानेंगे कहीं ना कहीं तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम है ना?
नहीं, कांग्रेस का खुद का प्रॉब्लम ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। आइडियोलॉजी का एक तो है ही कि ये जो आइडियोलॉजी है सबको साथ लेने की, उसमें भी प्रॉब्लम है। धर्म की राजनीति शुरू हो गई है। जो बीजेपी की राजनीति कर रही है, ईडी की, आईटी की, आप अब सब ये देखेंगे, पैसे की राजनीति जब करती है तो ये तकलीफ उसकी है। जनता ये समझ रही है, जनता डिसीजन देगी, इलेक्शन में डिसीजन देगी।
एक आखिरी सवाल मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि राज्यसभा के इलेक्शंस भी आने वाले हैं, आपको लगता है कि जो ये हलचल अभी महाराष्ट्र में हो रही है उससे राज्यसभा के इलेक्शंस के रिजल्ट्स भी अफेक्ट हो सकते हैं?
कितना असर होगा ये आज तो समझ नहीं सकते। हमारे एमएलए तो इंटैक्ट दिख रहे हैं, तो कोई मुझे तो आज प्रॉब्लम लगता नहीं, क्योंकि मित्र पक्ष के भी एमएलए लोग हैं, वो भी साथ में रहेंगे हमारे।
अच्छा, okay. Bala Sahab Thorat feels confident that the MLAs are not going to be leaving the Congress even though speculation persists. I do thank you, Mr. Thorat, for your time on what has been a shocking and a difficult day for Maharashtra Congress and the party overall. Let's also open this up to our guests joining us. Charu Pragya from the BJP, Mahima Singh from the Congress party, Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist, tracks the Congress very closely. Also Vivek Stilas, his spokesperson from the Samajwadi Party, currently with the India Alliance, but not really seeing eye to eye as far as seat sharing in UP is concerned. I want to begin with Rashid Kidwai and I'll come to our political representatives in just a bit. I'm not sure what the Congress is supposed to project it as, but Rashid Kidwai is someone who tracks the Congress very closely. How big of a setback do you see Ashok Chavan leaving? It may not be just because of his political heft, but perception-wise, and also could he take more along with him?
Thank you, Shivani. Yes, I think if a leader of the stature of Ashok Chavan goes, that means in the immediate sense, a Rajya Sabha seat that Congress could have got from Maharashtra has also gone off for a toss. Whether 5 MLAs would go with him or 10 or 15, we cannot speculate at this juncture, but it's a huge setback. Here is a man who was doing negotiation with Uddhav Thackeray, a group of Shiv Sena, and Sharad Pawar group of NCP for seat sharing for coming a parliament Lok Sabha election. Here was a man who was doing, he was a member of CWC. Here was a man who's son of Shankarrao Chavan, that former Home Minister of the country, and of course the Chief Minister. He was himself Chief Minister. See, this is Mr. Ashok Chavan's profile. The BJP, even in that white paper which came out recently, Shivani, it named this Adarsh housing scam, one of those list of the scam that was given. So what I'm saying is, it's a huge setback for the Congress at one level, because its whole preparedness, see, the Congress does not know the biggest problem, Shivani, as I see it, see, there is no sense of ownership. Rahul Gandhi is absolutely reckless when it comes to the political management of the party. He has a claim that, he is not a Congress president, so why should he be concerned? But at the same time, Gandhis fancy themselves as representing the political leadership of the Congress. Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, who's the official Congress president, he has no authority in that sense. So if you ask him, he says, okay, you ask Rahul Gandhi, you ask KC Venugopal. KC Venugopal is the General Secretary in charge of Congress party, and he and Mr. Ashok Gehlot were in the best of political terms. So there was also some talk of business dealings. I won't get into that. How is it this has happened? Why can't the Congress be proactive? I just saw your interview with Mr. Thorat. If he was sure why a show cause notice was not given, you give a show cause notice to Sanjay Jha and Alok Sharmas of the world, but you don't give show cause notice to a person of the stature of Ashok Chavan. So I think the Congress is not at all seems to be serious for its preparation for 2024.
Okay, this is Rashid Kidwai saying it, Mahima saying there seems to be a problem, and every time a big leader leaves the Congress party, I know what Rahul Gandhi said when Milind Deora left, I know what Jairam Ramesh has said today. Your attitude seems to be ki jisko jana hai jaye. Fine, fair enough. The party is bigger than any individual. I'm not suggesting anybody can bring down a party, but there is a problem. Your leaders cannot be leaving you every 2 weeks.
Jai Hind. Sahir Ludhianvi has said, "हजार बर्फ गिरें, लाख आंधियां उठें, वो फूल खिल के रहेंगे जो खिलने वाले हैं." Whoever said the ideological battle was going to be a cakewalk, Shivani, we were not expecting that. And this is the BJP's washing machine churning. I just heard Devendra Fadnavis's statement on your show earlier, and he says that कौन कौन हमारे संपर्क में है अभी आगे आगे देखिए होता है क्या. This is the BJP machine churning. You see, the constitutional heads have become puppets in the hands of the BJP, the ruling dispensation. The news coming from all over the country today is so disturbing for any citizen of this country. And I think in these dire times, when my leader Sri Rahul Gandhi is out on the roads fighting for justice, fighting for the constitutional principles, I think we do understand that the Adarsh verdict is going to be out on the 27th of February. So Mr. Chauhan's predicament is well understood. You see, the BJP is using whatever, it's fighting tooth and nail today. 95% of the cases before ED, CBI are on opposition leaders. That's a fact well known to everybody today. So I would reiterate my leader, Sri Jairam Rameshji, who said that, you see, people will come and go, but the party's strength is ideology, and it remains unshaken and unwavering. It is each of us workers of the party that forms the backbone of this party.
Okay, but if you say the party's ideology is what it is, of course it is, and every ideology deserves a space. And you also say that these are leaders under corruption charges who are leaving because of BJP's washing machine. The ideology comes under question. In the sense, let's not forget, you are not. Mahimaji, let me finish. What would the public look at? The public would look at esoteric terms like we are, a democratic, secular, so and so alliance, or will they look at the fact that this leader was accused of the Adarsh scam under whose government? Today it may be easy for you because he's left your party to say, oh, look, a scam tainted person is possibly going to join the BJP. That scam happened under your government. Unless you deny that, you can't wash your hands off either.
Shivani, the point is that you see the leaders, when they hold the offices, and as Jairam Rameshji has also said, that the party has given so much to these leaders, at times even more than they deserved.
Sure.
Because it is the representation of the party that they were doing. But what they were doing when they were in the office, the scams that have been dug out after they exited the office, and how the BJP is using it today.
No, he didn't exit the office.
We want to ask.
He had to quit as Chief Minister because of the scam. The Congress asked him to step down.
We want to ask today, Shivani, that, will the BJP not touch him? Or, what will the verdict be on the 27th of February? The entire country is going to watch that. You're telling that the people will watch, what the leaders of the Congress did. The people are also watching how the leaders are being bought today, how the horse trading has become the norm of politics in this country today.
My point was simply this. Ideology is all fancy and nice. But what is it that the UPA or the Congress is still suffering from? It is still suffering because of the corruption taint that many of its leaders had when it was in power for 10 years. Let's not try to escape that fact. And you can blame the BJP washing machine. I have no problem with that. But that does not take away from the fact that these alleged scams happened. And under whose nose do these scams happen? That it doesn't mean if Ashok Chavan was to join the BJP tomorrow, then there is no liability of that scam on the Congress party. It happened under the Congress government of the time. But of course, BJP will answer whether they are okay touching all scam tainted. 1 second, Mahimaji, 1 minute. I'll come back to you. BJP will answer whether they are okay touching all scam tainted people who become okay once they leave their respective parties and come to the BJP. I know in this case, Pragya will say, well, how do you know he's joining the BJP? Fine, we'll wait 2 days to ask you this question. But it's also very clear that what Devendra Fadnavis is saying. You have no problems in compromising in your zero tolerance for corruption as long as you can bring in another Congress leader or any other party.
Shivani, thank you for finally coming to me. But let's begin here.
I have a whole roadmap mapped out on why Rahul Gandhi is the biggest political panoti this country has ever seen. Let's begin with how he's a leader who's been launched more than 20 times. And every single time he's failed. With an entire grand old party standing firm behind him, he still manages to fail again and again and again and again. And now, what he calls Bharat Jodo Yatra is actually turning out to be Congress Todo Yatra. Because यहाँ राहुल गांधी एक एक कदम चलते हैं, वहाँ दो दो नेता इनको छोड़ के जाते हैं. और केवल नेता नहीं, political parties इनके alliance को छोड़ के चली जाती हैं. So much so, it suddenly looks like Congress is going to be the only party that is going to remain in this so-called alliance. It's a one-party alliance, looks like it. And it's not merely the BJP which is asking the questions today. Let's remember, Mamta Didi not just decided to go without Rahul Gandhi's party in these elections. She says, वो 40 सीट नहीं जीत सकते. She claims Congress cannot even win 40 seats. At the same time, Aam Aadmi Party Chief Minister in Punjab, Mr. Maan says, एक थी Congress, and he's also decided that Aam Aadmi Party is not contesting with the Congress. JDU यहाँ पे चली गई. RLD के leader already treasury bench पे बैठे हुए हैं. Baba Siddique has left. Milind Deora has left. And everybody who's leaving is not necessarily joining the BJP. You know, that's a myth which is floated around by the Congress party. Many have gone and formed their own political parties. Many have gone and joined either the TMC or the Samajwadi or the Shiv Sena. The common thing is nobody
Ashok
wants
Chavan
to remain in Congress except Mr. Gandhi himself. I'm not sure about that. I don't know anything. But the thing is, he doesn't want to be with Mr. Gandhi. क्योंकि पनौती के साथ कौन रहना चाहता है? आप मुझको बताइए. Parties are splitting in half because of their disagreement about how Congress is being conducted. About why Mr. Gandhi. About why Mr. Gandhi's honor Dekho Apna Desh Yatra, instead of sitting down with the leaders, he could have stitched up an alliance.
That is the Congress's problem, and they will be asked about it. 1 second, that's the Congress's problem. They will be asked about it, but you didn't answer the question I am asking you. And are you open to touching people who are scams that you raised vociferously when in opposition?
No, absolutely not. But Shivani, let's also remember that every single scam which is going to happen in this country will have the same zero tolerance policy by our government. Every single person is going to be investigated, and once the investigation concludes, the news will be out for everyone to see. And everyone who's pointing fingers today, maybe they forget that BJP leaders have been amply investigated and raided, whether in Madhya Pradesh or in Uttarakhand. महिमा आपके बीच में मैं एक बार भी बोली आपको प्रॉब्लम क्यों हो रही है? Let me finish my final point. Shivani, see, the thing is, when faced with facts, no, Congress only wants to disrupt. But let me finish. The final thing I want to say is, Rahul Gandhi का कहना ये है, he's on the road fighting for democracy. महिमा, please, I don't appreciate this. आपके बीच में मैं बोली नहीं, थोड़ी decency maintain करिए. So he claims to be on the road fighting for democracy, fighting for secular India. Shivani, can you please interject?
No,
here
finish.
And let me finish.
Charu, finish quickly.
It will derail. Yeah. So, I'll tell you how the Congress operates, right? There is a Acharya Pramod ji who says वो राम के भक्त है. He's been served a notice. He's been suspended from the party for 6 long years. At the same time, there is a DK Suresh who asks for a separate nation, and he's still kept inside the Congress fold, comfortable in Rahul Gandhi's
you made your point now. Let Mahima respond.
What kind of a party is this, and what is secular here? What is secular? Tell me, and what is democratic here? Where is freedom of expression?
The hefty white lies of the BJP's roadmaps that the toolkit has brought forward right now.
Which one is a white lie? No, which one is a white lie? No. I will not allow you to use words which are untrue, Mahima. First, tell me which is the white lie. Is it a white lie that leaders are leaving your party? Is it a white lie that Mamta Didi said you won't win 40 seats? Is it a white lie that Bhagwant Maan said ek thi Congress? Is it a white lie that Samajwadi Party has put your value down to 11 seats?
Okay, Charu, you made your point. Let her respond.
No, but she can't call it a white lie. Let her respond to her words and begin again. Shivani, let her retract her words and begin again. Let her begin again. Why is she saying white lie, and why should I listen to it?
The BJP.
Why should I listen to a word like white lie when you have no claims and facts to back up your words with?
Take your words back and begin again and stick to the truth this time, please. या आप भी राहुल गांधी की पार्टी के झूठ बोलना है, ओबीसी के बारे में आपको झूठ बोलना है, देश की स्थिति के बारे में आपको झूठ बोलना है. Take a step up.
I have to come in. Charu, I think you made your objection well and clear. Let Mahima respond. I have to go to Vivek Shilash as well.
Desperation in
Yeah,
BJP
if she
knows
wants
no
to
bounds.
stick to the white lie, let
So
her
you
explain
see,
what is
in
the lie in my entire statement. Let her explain it.
First of all, Shivani, first of all, Panotti is somebody who goes to witness a match in in his own stadium, and the country loses the match. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has well defined a Panotti in this country. So let's move ahead. You see, Devendra Fadnavis' statement. Devendra Fadnavis' statement, which I referred to earlier. He says, "कौन-कौन से संपर्क है वो तो अभी आपको पता चलेगा आगे देखिए होता है क्या." This is what the BJP is bringing the political
But Mahima,
discourse
how
in this
can you
country
blame
to.
them for being in touch with your leaders? Your leaders are leaving
Allow me
now.
to complete my thought.
नहीं, but उसमें
Allow
उनकी
me to
क्या
at least
गलती है? Question तो within होना
Allow
चाहिए
me
ना कि
to
आपके लोग क्यों
complete
छोड़
my
के जा रहे हैं?
Please allow me to complete my
Okay.
thought. I'll come to
Okay.
that. I also wish to ask how many debates have been conducted in the last 10 years over the 16 allies of the BJP in the NDA, having left that alliance after Mr. Modi came at
We
the
did
helm,
debates on that.
and I think that's the maximum. 16 allies. 16 allies. I'll provide you the names of all those allies after the show. So I don't know how many shows were held on that. And the BJP's allies everywhere inside, if you were to hear a transparent dialogue on that, are unhappy right now, and a lot of undercurrents are there. You will see the results, shortly. But as I said, 95% cases against the opposition leaders, and the Supreme Court remarked. Let me remind you, a couple of months back, the Supreme Court remarked that the BJP-led central government goes easy on the states where there is no BJP, where there's BJP government. Rather, its conduct towards non-BJP-led government states is very contradictory.
Mahima, you didn't answer the question I was asking you. Nitish Kumar did not have cases against him. Milind Deora did not have cases against him. Sushmita Deb did not have cases against her. Priyanka Chaturvedi did not have cases against her. There are so many other leaders. Of course, there's Jyotiraditya Scindia, who was your big leader in Madhya Pradesh. You cannot pin the blame of your leaders leaving your party in succession on just ED and CBI. I think that is the problem, is that the Congress refuses to acknowledge that there is a problem, but maybe that's how it goes. I want to go across to Vivek from Samajwadi Party also. Vivek, how do you see it? As it stands, the Samajwadi Party is very much in the India alliance, and you're looking forward to some sort of seat sharing in Uttar Pradesh. But it doesn't look like the Samajwadi Party and the Congress are on the same page. And then all of these developments are happening across the country, whether it's Bihar, Maharashtra, Bengal, etc. Do you think this alliance is working? Is it the Congress's fault, as many of these alliance partners themselves are saying?
First of all, very good evening to you, Shivani ji. Before coming to Uttar Pradesh, let me say something about Maharashtra. I think as of now, the stem cell are got for Bharatiya Janata Party. That is what I can say at the moment. We talked about Milind Deora, Ashok Chavan, Baba Siddique in Maharashtra. And what we were talking about Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, I think he is the same Bharatiya Janata Party leader who said chakki piecing for Ajit Pawar. And where is Ajit Pawar today? He is more powerful than Devendra Fadnavis at the moment in Maharashtra. People of Maharashtra are witnessing, murders inside, the police station. They are seeing live video murders. They are seeing, how the investment of Maharashtra is going to Gujarat. They are seeing everything. Let's forget about that. As far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, in Uttar Pradesh we have received a letter from the Congress Party today. The Congress Party has given their list, and we have given 11 seats to the Congress because we knew on those 11 seats Congress will be doing very, very well in Uttar Pradesh. They have all the combination right in the 11 seats. But today we have received the letter from the Congress Party. We are considering we can give a few more seats. Maybe it could go to 15, 16. I'm not sure for that. But as far as the alliance of Congress Party, the Samajwadi Party, the Apna Dal, Kamerawadi, or the Mahan Dal in Uttar Pradesh is concerned, we stand very strong. The people of Uttar Pradesh are with us. Even the Yatra is coming, and the Samajwadi Party is all set to join the Yatra.
But RLD has just left. You don't see that as a setback?
Definitely, I cannot deny. I'm not a person who will deny that. In western part of Uttar Pradesh, maybe in 1 or 2 seats, they could make a difference. But I think Jain Chaudhary has not, officially announced it. But
No,
we
today he has
consider
officially
that
announced
he's
it.
almost okay. So he's gone with the BJP. Let's see what the people of western Uttar Pradesh think about it. How they are going to vote for them. Because
just to interject.
Okay. I have a minute left. I want to bring in Rashid Kidwai very...
because
Yes,
Sir,
Vivek, you want to finish? 30 seconds. Yes.
because he was the leader of the farmer. He said he was the leader of farmers. He was with the the agitation of the farmers. But farmers are coming towards Delhi again, and you know what the Bharatiya Janata Party has done? They have again blocked their ways, कीलें लगा दी, उनको रोक दिया, internet बंद कर दिया. So people are seeing, even the farmers are seeing, and let's see what the people of India are going to do in 2024 election.
Fair enough.
For the people to decide.
Rashid Kidwai, very quickly, I've got 30 seconds. Do you see that the prospect of Congress in Maharashtra going the Sena or NCP way is real? Or is it, are things not as bad?
I think, Shivani, with each passing day that, the NVA alliance is tottering, because, see, here was Ashok Chavan, who had won Lok Sabha, he had won assembly election, he was a, minister in previous government. The Congress's attitude, as you rightly pointed out, jisko jana hai jaye, is almost like, suicidal. At the same time, the BJP's, kind of lust to have more and more and more, regardless of any kind of ideology. It was the same political party when, the Babu Kushwaha had joined the BJP. There was an outrage, internal outrage, and then his induction was stopped. And today there is nothing. So there is a total acceptance when people maybe internally they may be uncomfortable about this Adarsh scam, etc. So I think both sides are wrong, but Congress is going to be, and Congress and opposition are going to be biggest losers, simply because, as I said, there is no sense of ownership. There is no prime ministerial candidate. There is no sense of purpose. There is no objectivity. It's absolutely fragmented. I have seen many elections in 1970s. Never, I repeat that again, never that I have seen this sense of, despondency and this careless attitude.
Right. Well, those are very strong words for the Congress party's current situation. Let's wait and see what happens. I do thank all of our guests for joining us.